Now shorty, she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce and Gabbana. She feed them fools fantasies, they pay her cause they want her. She like my style, she like my smile, she like the way I talk. She from the country, think she like me cause I'm from New York. Look baby, this is simple, you can't see. You fucking with me, you fucking with a P-I-M-P. I don't know what you can.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to ALR Season 10, Round 7. We're already at Round 7 of the season in Hungary this time around. The races on Thursday from Tier 1, Tier 3, and Tier 5 were amazing. And we hope this one will be amazing too. Jack has been hit with a qualifying ban as far as I know. And yeah, this race should and could and will probably be a really, really good one. Not necessarily racing wise, but strategy and everything that comes with it should, yeah, make up for a really good race. I'm at like returning now to racing, and let's go on board with Matthias. Matthias had some really good pace last time out. P15, it is Jamie. Okay. Okay. So, before Matthias starts his lap, the stewards' result from last week, we have had quite some penalties. No further action for the incident between Jitse and Andy. Then, I don't know, that's GT. Sorry. Here, tier 2. Jack David, 10 seconds for David for going into AI. That's forbidden. Then Jack for qualifying block, also 10 seconds. And Jack appealed and got it removed. In his case, now we can focus on Matthias and his lap. Let's see his sector 1 split. 27.6. Let's turn on everything here. So telemetry, lap data, full map. Okay, 27.4 for 27.6 for Matthias, 27.4 for Jamie, 27.5 for Jack as Matthias spins here. Probably too much curl on the inside for him there. Let's go on board with Jamie for his lap. 27.460 from Pyro, fastest so far. Then, Evan Sung. I don't know if I butchered that name, but he's done a 27.3. And fastest so far in the first sector. Let's see what Jamie can do across the line. He's done a 27.6 for the second sector. He'll do a 17.1, 17.5 for Jacko Lacko. Next car to cross line will be the Alfa Romeo of Pyro. Pyro's heading competitive lap times. We'll see where he will come along. Is P3, 1/10 of his teammate. Jamie with some really good pace here. Okay. Ahmed also quite competitive, as is CI. Let's go on board with CI. He is also returning. I haven't seen him in a long time. And he will go P5. Oh, there is a Mercedes in the background. That should be Mandro. This car is still with all 4 wheels there, but yeah. Ahmed is on a run, his second sector. Really competitive as DRS Neil goes P1 16.6. In front of Robin by 6/100ths, and Ahmed will go P3 in the last sector. Lost some time. 16.7. 16.7 for Caesar. Really close qualifying here. Let's switch this to interval with leader. Okay. David is in P6, 2/10 off the quickest guy, I would say, from the first 6 rounds. And yeah, Pepito on his lap, not anything spectacular, but yeah, Roller Ruler seems to have no ERS, but his first sector was really good. His second sector 2/10 off, but we'll see what he can do. Will he pit? No, he will complete the lap with some really low ERS here. And he will set a lap time that's good enough for 7, 3.5, more than 3.5 tenths off. Okay. Now let's take a look at the standings. Whilst people prepare for their laps. P1 is David with 66 points, 3 points ahead of Jacko Lacko, who's 3 points ahead in turn of Robin. Then Jack with 59 and Osvaldo with 54, 47 for Matthias, 44 for Caesar, 43 for Pyro, 32, then a big gap to Easy Level Bot, Roller Ruler 26, 25 for Aman, Rainbow 25, 18, then Pepito 16, 10 points for Ella, Black, Charizard, and Nacho, what am I talking about? Then Odaiku with 7, 5 for Papi, 4 for Tempa, 4 for TRS Neil, CI with 3, 2 for Mandrill and Lasso, and that would be it. Okay, Matthias, his first sector was a 27.6, that's 3/10 slower than the fastest first sector. Hello, Saeed. Yeah, Ahmed returning. We'll see what he can do. Let's see. Rounding out the lap, he's gonna go up to P10. 7/10 off. Not the quickest lap, I have to say, but yeah, it is what it is. Robin, let's go on board with Robin on his lap in his Alpha Tauri. He hasn't had a single fastest sector, yet he is P2, so he's competitive all around. And now he's gonna set a 27.385. That's a little slower than his first lap. White seems to be quite consistent with his lap times. Oh, when he spins here, probably pushing a bit too much. He's another one that's starting a lap. Into turn 2 as Jamie with the quickest first sector. Jacko Lacko improves after P2 with the fastest third sector. And Caesar 27.4, a 10 slower than the fastest sector we've had so far. Wow, Jamie's pitted. Okay, interesting. Let's see Caesar in the second sector improving. And a 27.297 is just a little off the fastest second sector. Will Caesar improve up to P1 is the question. As Ahmed says a 27.399. Caesar goes pole by 3/100ths. Let's watch Neil and Ahmed here on their laps. Ahmed pretty quick. To second sector, Neil 30.6, much lower. 3 seconds lost there. Let's go on board with Ahmed. Into the last sector. He said the fastest second sector by 2/10 nearly. Seems a bit sideways here. I'm not sure if that is the case. Oh, but yeah, something interesting. As Ahmed goes pole by a 10th, we should have some rain at this beginning. Who I think is getting pole? I think it's gonna be so either Ahmed or David. That would be my bet. As Evelyn Sung improves on Ahmed even more by 3.5 tenths. I haven't even noticed that. I haven't seen him yet here, but he seems to be on the pace here. Interesting. Neil matching his first sector. King David 27.339. Evan Sung with the fastest first, second, and third sector, so quickest every bit of the track as Neil goes a bit outside the track but stays on a valid lap time here. His second sector 27.348, so 3/10 slower than Evan. You got your camels and shine beside you. Okay, let's see what David can do. David slowing down. Does he want to go for another one? I guess he does. Okay, let's follow. Into 8th gear on this raid for David. He will brake for turn 1. Quite nicely. He takes a lot of the curb there, which I wouldn't dare if I were driving. And touching the curb here, the first sector 27.356, a tenth slower than the quickest first sector as he invalidates. Okay. Font is on a lap. What can he do? In the first sector, 27.5. In the second, 27.9. So slow, to be honest. Robin, quickest first sector. We need to witness this as Font will go last position. Robin, fastest first sector by 100th of a second. Let's witness this lap in all of its mighty, as I think he was a little wide there. Let's see what the second sector split says. Robin 36.4. Yeah, much slower. Robin struggling in the second sector there. Jamie goes up to P6. Matthias up to P5. We will have Robin pitting. He'll probably have time for another lap. Okay. Is anyone on a meaningful lap is the question. Rollerula. Yep, he is on a lap, I think. There's a yellow flag for a Red Bull, which seems to be Font. Neil is going to start a lap soon. Rollerula in the first sector. Got a 27.396, tenth slower than the quickest we've had so far. Obliterating the curb here, absolutely. That's how you take that quick section. Really fun in qualifying, I have to say. Three-tenths up on his time. Oh, runs wide. Runs wide. I don't know how much time that mistake has cost him. But, yeah. We'll see on his lap time. Across the line. Goes P3. Okay, massive improvement, and he's lost a 10th, definitely. So he could even challenge Ahmed's time so far. Neil. on his lap in the first sector, 27.3. Half a tenth slower than the quickest first sector. Mandrill not improving by enough to challenge the front runners. Neil in the second sector, another 10th off. So if he can nail the third sector, this could be something for him. Let's see. He will cross the line and he will go second. A 10.5 off. Can Ahmed beat him? Let's follow his lap. Mandrill in the second sector really slow, so I think he's aborted that lap. Ahmed into turn 1, takes a lot of the curb. Okay. Interesting tactic there. Into turn 2. And 3 should be easy flat out. It is flat out. Now this is a tough, tricky left-hander. Ahmed makes it. And he does in the process the 27.4 in the first sector, not as quick. 27.338 from David, about a 10th off. Ahmed, let's see his second sector split. Okay, 1.5 off of his best time, 27.3 in the second sector, 3/10 off of the quickest sector. I'm not too optimistic about Ahmed's times. 27.5 from CI for his first sector. And Ahmed will not improve. Okay, let's go on board with David. David's invalid. Okay, so David will have another go, I guess. Jamie. No front wing for Jamie, okay. So he will definitely not improve. Let's go on board with Evan Sung because, yeah, really quick. That Williams will, I don't know, I'd maybe start another lap even. I'm not sure. Everyone, like, having a tough time on these last laps. Well, because no one's improving. Evan Sung wants to do another lap. Low on ERS though. King David, 27.399 first sector last time round. I think he's starting another lap. 27.4 flat for Pyro, 27.330 for Robin. 27.0 for Jackalacco, quickest by 2/100ths in the 2/1000s in the second sector, but the first sector is lacking for him. Let's see where he can go with his lap. He can go up to P3, 21.8 in the last sector. Evan, a bit slower in the first sector than the personal best. Let's see. In the S's, seems quite slow, yeah? No improvement there, I suppose. Matthias, what can he do? Oh, Robin goes up into 4th. Matthias goes up into 7th. Caesar on his lap is, yeah, not fast, so he will definitely not improve. CI may improve just slightly, maybe up to P9 with his current lap times. He is, yeah, very slow in the second sector. David will pit, and that will be it from qualifying. Evan Sung, and I think the first outing gets the pole position. I haven't seen Evan race before. I think it's the first outing and pole position. 10.5 in front of Neil. He was a 10th quicker than Jacko, Lacko, then Robin, Ahmed, Rollerula, Matthias, Caesar, Jamie, CI, David struggling in qualifying, really struggling. Okay, that's not what we are used to be fair. And Pyro just behind, Pyro himself saying Hungary is his worst track. Then we have Pepito, Shadow, Font, Easy Level Bot, Jack, not qualified at all. And Mandro, let's say he's disqualified because Jack has DNF'd at the beginning. Yeah, Mandrill has been disqualified for something. Maybe we can find out for what. No, we cannot. Maybe it's here. I don't think so. Interesting. Okay. So, rainy start of the race, and they expected for the conditions to better during the race. Go Neil and Spam. We have some fans in here, and yep, it is raining indeed. Intermediate tires, I think it will be for the start. And last time I watched a wet start at Hungary, Bottas kicked some ass. So he killed a few drivers. So we'll see if the Mercedes of Jamie, who would be Bottas in this position, would kill someone into turn one. I hope not. Although I hope for some carnage. I love carnage. And yeah. Okay. So is it intermediate tires? No. Oh, it's slicks. It's slick tires. Okay, this has to be carnage, dear ladies and gentlemen. This has to be carnage. They're all on slicks. It's raining, for God's sake. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's no traction in this game anyways. And Ella and Jack have been disqualified, so they're gonna have cold tires on top of that. So there's no traction in this game anyways. And then you have rain, and then you have slick tires in the rain. Okay. Amazing. Like, it isn't pouring, but it is raining. It's not dry. I wouldn't say it's dry, definitely. Okay. This will be a really good start here. Tire warm-up will be quite hard, I think, because the temperatures aren't that high. And it is raining, so the tires theoretically should cool down easily. But this is the F1 game, and it defies laws of physics, usually. Oh, as there's a spin from Neil. Oh, he is, yeah. Doing. Okay. As people are lining up. The Williams of Evansong is in its red spot. Neil, Jack, Kolako, Pepito qualified for something. Medium to hard is the strategy. I guess so. We're gonna have 5 red lights at the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it is lights out, and away we go. There's a really hesitant start. Evan comes out well. Neil behind him. Jack, oh, this is gonna be carnage here, I tell you. CI gets a 5-second penalty. There is a big collision in behind. There is a spinning Robin there. Ahmed, everyone's trying just to go through. There's 4 wide action there. Roller Rula is in the grass. Turn 2 absolved nicely. Okay. David's up to 4th. Wow, 7 places gained within 1 corner. And Neil lost 2 places there. Okay. Oh, there's a spinning Ahmed. Ahmed's down. Spinning in turn 4. Okay. King David up to 3rd. 8 places up. He's doing a Max Verstappen challenge today. You P something to P4 in 1 lap. He's already beat it. Okay, quite a hectic first lap. No one DNF'd, but 2 penalties, quite a few spinning cars, probably quite some damage as well. Let's check it on our telemetry too, as Evan Song has 2 seconds of a gap. Wow, quite good. Okay, and David seems to come alive in these conditions. He's battling for P2. He wants to overtake Jacko Lacko. This is gonna be carnage in this race. I think there was contact in the first corner, or even before the first corner. Okay, now we're settled in a bit. Matthias, Mandrill, and Papito are in action. Everything clean so far. Let's check for damage. Anyone? Okay, diffuser damage for Jack. Jack will have quite an issue until the end of the race. Quite honest. Yeah, the telemetry 2 isn't showing what tires people are on. So, yeah, maybe it's just a small issue. Okay. So, David is in P2 and 2 seconds behind Evan Sung. I'd be quite amazed if you get DRS now. Let's see. Yeah. Fastest lap for Evan Sung, which is stolen by King David, who's on the softs. So he's starting on the softs. Yeah, let's check the tires firstly. We have quite a few soft runners. We have a yellow flag for CI. He's back. 1 hard runner. Caesar, the only one on hards. Oh, Jamie 2, but Jamie already has a pit stop, I believe. Yeah. Okay. David catching up to Evan Sung. 1.4 seconds is the gap. And there's Mercedes. And by the way, I really hope Mercedes don't ditch this zero pod concept for the next year, because I really like how it looks. I like this slim car. Is Mandro really having some issues? Ella in front. Oh. Everyone's just paddling for track position here. Matthias behind Pepito. Can he overtake him is the question. Oh, he wants to go down the inside here into the last corner. He makes it. Matthias, wow. He's really confident in his car. Ella behind, wants to go around the outside on Pepito. Can he make it? He is still on track here. They are running side by side almost, and I think Ella's now ahead. Yep. Ella, nice move. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Roller Rulers DNF'd. Is this a safety car? It is a safety car. Let's watch from CI's perspective what's happened. Okay, how did this happen? So far down the straight. Okay, interesting. The Roller Ruler is out. The safety car is out. will help Jamie lots. Okay, lap 4. The first DNF. Down to 18 runners. So does anyone pit? Maybe the soft runners? Maybe the soft runners will opt to pit. Okay, yeah, David hits. This is legal as far as I know. He crossed the line here, but yeah, you cannot really make an illegal pit entry in Hungary. Okay, David will pit. Where will he come out? Is the question, because no one else is pitting apart from the other soft runners. Lose quite some, quite a lot positioning. I have to say, he's on hearts, I believe. And I don't think these hearts can make it to the end. I am quite skeptical about them, to be honest. But okay. It's a pity that we don't have 2 medium sets for this game, because the strategy in Hungary is just so nice to follow if you have some soft hard runners or medium hard, and then you have soft medium. So which one will prevail is the ultimate question. But yeah, what can we do? They ruin the game from year to year. Okay, the safety car should be in this lap. And yeah, Evan Song seemed to have everything in his hands. For the first 4 laps. Quite dominant performance, but yeah, let's see. After the safety car comes in, and I believe it should be this lap. Yep, safety car is in this lap. Hey, Jack Olaka really close to Evan, but he's been caught sleeping now. Neil, he's gonna have a good chance at overtaking him into turn 1 because Jack has had to back off. quite a bit before the line. Neil, oh, really deep. Now Pyro and Jacko Lacko really battling there for P2. It is gonna be Neil in the end, so just about too late for him to be able to catch it and keep the position. Okay. Oh, Robin. I don't know what happened to him, but he's been overtaken by 2 cars from both sides. And is now in P7 behind Matthias. Oh, but he's re-overtaking Ella, which I haven't seen. Okay. Pyro. Yeah, in P4, running really good. After he said this was one of his worst tracks. I'm quite happy with this performance. As Mandro overtakes easy level bot for P13 in the back. And then some quickest again. Fastest lap. There. Ahmed under pressure from Jack. Jack with floor damage. Or diffuser damage. Whatever. We'll drive and try to make a move up to P11 down the inside. Makes the move done. Makes the move done or not yet. Oh, around the outside here. I think now it's done. And Mandrill also. Oh, that was a think-off track. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see if he has to let him through, but I don't think so. He's not intending on doing so anyways. Teaser really closing in on Pyro as well, so Pyro could be losing his P4 quite soon as he runs wide. Oh! Bond has spun. And thankfully he still has his rear wing. Front wing. What am I talking about? Okay. Evan Sung another fastest lap. Ella takes it from him. As Matthias. Oh, Ella. Wow. What a late move from Ella there. More amazing. Pushes Matthias slightly wide, but I mean, that move was amazing. Robin now putting Matthias under pressure. Would like to go around the outside. Cannot do anything, I'm afraid. Wow, Ella, that was a late move. Okay, yellow flag, another spin for Font, not the best race. From his perspective, Matthias has quite a big tank slapper. Loses a position to Robin. Okay. There's David behind him. David was quite quick in the first stint on his soft tires. What can we do on the hards? And Font spinning and spinning and spinning, not having the best of times, to be quite honest. As Jack overtakes his teammate, Pepito, with his diffuser damage. Still quite quick. As far as I know, he's using my setup, so seems to be working. Wasn't working for me because I didn't practice that much. Quite a few spins. But for Jack, seems to be a good one. Oh, what I'm realizing now. Oh, Jamie. Was this Jamie? No, it's Mandrill with a spin. But I realized We are not here without Osvaldo here. Osvaldo's not racing. There is a CI spin here, and there is a front wing flying. Some car, I'm not sure. Which one? Could be, yeah, it's Jamie, okay. Neil is pitting on lap 11 from P2. Jamie's also pitting. Okay. Pyro and everything P3 after Neil pitted. Now, really close to his teammate, to be fair. Like, he's keeping the pace up. Jack Olako, I know, was quick. So Pyro seems to be on pace. As we are almost a third of the race through. And there's a yellow flag in sector 3 for Caesar. What has he done? Jamie spun again. Caesar, no, not damage. But he does pit. Maybe he doesn't even have damage. But... oh, he retires. Okay. That's random. And yeah. And Evanson quite alone, 3 seconds ahead of Jack. Yeah. We're down to 17 runners in this race. We're on lap 12 out of 35. There's a yellow flag in the S's, but I'm not sure for what. Robbins... Ahmed gets a 3-second penalty for running out of track limits for a third time, which isn't allowed. Aero still within the 1 second range. And David's back up to P4 after pitting really early under the safety car. And it seems to be paying out for him. He's on the hard tires. I'm not quite sure it's going to make it to the end of the tire. And Font is having a nightmare. Mandrill's having a nightmare. Jamie's having a nightmare. The last 3 guys, yeah, really having a nightmare. Robin also having a nightmare. What? Oh, a few guys having a nightmare. Font with his 10th spin, I would say, of the day. So yeah, I'm not optimistic about him finishing in the points today. As Ella goes down the inside, does a Felipe Massa-esque move, and goes up into P5, and overtakes Jack. Ella starting from last, I believe, because he wasn't there qualifying. Anyways, Ella up to P5, so he does have some pace. Bond is pitting, and I think he's going to retire at any given moment. He does retire as Pepito gets 3 seconds. Ella within the DRS range of David. This might get us a bit spicy between these two. Let's go move with Ella. He will have the DRS, but I think he's a bit too far back. Unallow the opinion. The yellow flag or something. Oh, Ella spins! Half a spin, he catches it, but he loses 2 positions there. Might even be 3, depends. Yep, 3 positions. Ella with a mistake out of turn 1. And David's safe again. Pepito has major damage. Okay, quite a few guys pitting. Ahmed pitting, Matthias pitting, Pepito pitting. The field spread is big. So you got the leader. Oh, sector 1, yellow flag. Red Bull of Neil has spun. You got the leader at almost sector 3. Let's say sector 3, and the last guy is about to be lapped by him in a few laps. But yeah, the next relevant guy without any issues, I would say Ahmed, is in turn 1. So the field spread is quite big. Okay, Jack is pitting. Jacolaco is pitting. For what tires? I think this is the medium for Jack. For Jacolaco, it's the hard. And for Jack, it's also the hard. Okay. So, David, I would love to see how much tire wear he has. Cannot, because the big broken the telemetry thing. Take a look at the pit stop. Is there anyone without a pit stop? Yep, the top 2, so Evan and Pyro, Ella, and CI without a pit stop. Pyro does pit this lap. Evan extending, and he can. He's here. But if David can nurse these tires for 30 laps, Evan will have to overtake him on track, and that's not an easy task. Jamie retires in the pit lane, down to 15 runners. So 3 out of 4 retirees are on the pits. So, just waiting on Evan to pit, and David should have the lead at that moment. Evan will have much quicker tires then. Yeah. The Pito speeding in the pit lane. Will he retire is the question. Will he become the 5th retiree? It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I'm into the mediums. Okay, seems to be a regular pit stop. When will Evan pit from the mediums? 20 laps, so they should be quite dead by now. Should have like 55-56%. So yeah. But I'm quite confused about Pepito because it looks like he's on really hard and really old mediums. Like, what's his task? We're on lap 21 out of 35. Not so much happening on the track. Tias holding on Jack for P7. Ella, 3 seconds for extending track limits. 3 times. Jack, 3 seconds. So the concentration seems to be deflating in all of the guys. Ella pits, finally. Ahmed gets his penalty. Matthias really send one down inside here. Oh, Evan sunk pits. Finally, for soft tires for 12 laps. Okay. 12 laps on softs. He's gonna be flying for 3 laps. I'm not sure. Maybe he invited the Ferrari strategy to make strategy calls? But I'm not sure entirely that this is the right strategy call. To do 12 laps on the softs? Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have to follow this. Like, he is flying, he's catching at a rate of a 10th per corner, but, yeah, his tires are gonna die within 4 laps. If he pulls this off, yeah. No comment. So he's reduced the gaps by 1.5 seconds in the out lap. Let's see the second lap. He's gonna have the fastest lap, that's no question, but yeah. So, first sector, 28240, quickest first sector. The gap is down to 8 seconds. Now he's gonna gain half a second these 2-3 corners. Sector 3 yellow flag, Robin. That's a spin. Not the best race for Robin. The gap is gonna go down 7 seconds. So 2 seconds on this lap. Quite good, I have to say, but his tires, I'm not sure they're gonna hold up. Really. He is catching by 2 seconds a lap. That's, yeah, like, no, not up to debate, but I'm skeptical. Shaved off another second in the 2 sectors here, running wide. Not gonna help him. Lost a tenth there, maybe 2. And running wide and wide and wide. I think his tires are giving up on him. Shaved off another second. Five seconds is the gap. Yeah, I think it was a really bad strategy call there. Nine laps to go. He is still catching up, but how long will these tires last? Four seconds is the gap. Okay, 3.5 seconds. Coming closer and closer. 8 laps to go. And this might be a grandstand finish here. Oh, something's happened. Mandrel spinning. Robin slow. Hello. Okay, 3.2 seconds, 3.1, 3 seconds. Yeah, the gap. So, yeah, David's hards are also gonna struggle now. By now, definitely. This might be the battle of dead tires. Pyro, yeah, he's in P4 behind his teammate. His teammate seems to be a little bit quicker. Jacko Acko, known to be really quick. Pyro said this was one of his worst tracks. He's still in P4. I'm not sure he can get P3, Pyro here. But I'm also sure he's going to be really happy with P4. But Matthias, yeah, might want to do something here about that. Might want to get P4 himself or even P3. Maybe get a double Williams podium. Let's see here with DRS, Matthias and Pyro. Pyro lacking ERS deployment. Mandrel retiring in the pits. Double Mercedes DNF. Okay, Evan is about to come in within a second of David. In hindsight, soft probably is the only way you're gonna close in this gap. Can you keep it? Can you overtake him firstly? Can you keep it within life range? So the tires. The top two have a big gap, so to the rest of the pack. So we could have a nice battle here. 7/10 is the gap. Down to half a second. Can Evan close in that much more? No, we cannot. Matthias really close to Pyro. Ella also really close to those two. Pyro under pressure. but providing quite a nice buffer to his teammate Matthias, looking there for something. Robin becomes our 6th DNF, down to 13 runners in this Hungarian Grand Prix. Evan 4 tenths behind David. Okay, this might now get really close. This might be the moment that Evan takes the lead. David, we have to say from P11 that he's leading the race now. He really didn't have the pace in the qualifying. Okay, 3 tenths is the gap. David, oh, cuts to the inside straight away. This is gonna be a good battle. Down the inside is gonna go Evan. No, he's not. He stays behind. Okay. For the second DRS rate. 3 tenths is the gap. Will he send it down the inside? No. Okay. Status quo remains. Oh. I'm not sure what happened there. I think they touched here. Matthias and Pyro, and Ella now overtakes Matthias. Ella is in P5. Just behind Pyro now. This might get spicy in the last 5 laps. This race is unfolding quite nicely. 5 laps to go. I think Evan wouldn't have had a chance here if David's tires were better. In a better shape. He's gonna send one on the inside. I can taste it. No, he's not. I'm sad. He's really, really close. Last corner, 3 tenths. Yeah, I think this is it. He doesn't have ERS. He's lacking the deployment. He's gonna go down the inside. David will not give up this position quite yet easily. The traction, I think David has a bit better traction. Let's see, is the DRS enough for him to pass David? No, not yet. David is ahead. Ella overtakes. Oh, they're side by side still here. Evan's gonna have the outside line. David. Oh, this is close. David keeps ahead. Ella still side by side with Pyro. Pyro comes out ahead. Now Matthias is gonna go down the inside on Ella, I feel like. No. But there was quite some action happening here as well. This is gonna be frantic last few laps. Evan really bumping David through the corners now. This is his chance. This is his chance. David needs to cover the inside line here, I think. No. This could have been a dive bomb. Nothing yet. Okay. David's tires are dead, so they've hit the cliff. Definitely. How old are they? Okay. David, 0% ERS for Evan. David has the inside line. Still side by side. I don't see anything. Oh! Evan spun round. Okay, we haven't seen what's happened. Who's at fault for this? Or was it just a mistake? But, okay. The 27-lap-old Hearts still seem to be holding on. But there was something happening here. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, that's the end of this long battle. This was a really good one. This was a really good one, ending in chaos, unfortunately. Sector 1, CI spinning in. Yeah. I mean, there isn't any fighting now. But yeah, Which sidebar do you want me? Do you want me to delete the lap counter? I can do that as well, but I'm not sure that's gonna improve the quality. Okay, so Ella I think has that P4 confirmed. The battle now is gonna be for P5 and for P10. Shadow, Easy Level Bot, and Ahmed. 2 laps to go. Sector 3 yellow flag. CI again having a mare. Yep. Ahmed seems to be quite a lot quicker than Shadow, to be fair. CI retires in the pits, so we're down to 12 runners. Ahmed wants to go. Oh, spins! Resets the track, not allowed, but okay, resets the track. Yeah, that's the hope of Ahmed's points gone. Matthias, will he throw one down the inside on Pyro here? Not yet, but maybe into turn 2. Oh, he will throw one down the inside, touching wings. Oh, Pyro's gonna spin here. Oh, do they have damage? I don't know. Yeah, and he now overtakes Pyro. This might end up in the steward's room, because Pyro, yeah, has lost control over his car because of that, and lost the position because of that. Yeah, we'll see. Matthias, anyways, in P5. Ella closing in on Jacko. Evan, also, yeah, he was like 7 seconds behind David. He's closing in, but I don't think he has the tire life anymore to, yeah, pose a real threat. David on lap 35 out of 35 on his really old hard tires. It is going to be a P11 to P1. Let's see if Jack can go for P2. He's going to go around the outside. Is he going to make it? Oh, that runs quite wide there. But will go down the inside here with his ERS that he has available. And he overtakes even. Ah. For P2. Okay, so Evan, on his debut, they really dominated the pace. But yeah, his strategy, yeah, not quite the best. And I don't know what happened there in turn 1. Ella. And I don't know what happened to Ella either. He's spun and he's down to P8. Oh, this could have been a podium potentially for him. Okay. 2.5 seconds is the gap between David and Jacko Lacko. Another lap and we might have had a big battle here. This is a good race. This was a good race. But crucially, David, we don't know what happened in turn 1. We haven't seen it between Evan and David. But David, on his really old tires, he will cross the line in Hungary. And he will win the Hungarian Grand Prix from P11 in front of Jacko Lacko. Claims a second place. Evan, P3, should have been P1 probably. Matthias, P4, Pyro, P5. We'll see who gets that position in probably the steward's room. Jack, P6, Neil, P7, Easy Level Bot, P8 in front of Shadow. Ella with another spin during that lap gets P10 and 1 point. Was it your debut? Like it was a really good drive, really good pace. What happened in turn 1, if you don't mind writing here in the chat, because we haven't seen it on stream. We've just seen grass and the track side there. Good job to all the drivers. Evan definitely the quickest today. I don't know, the strategy call, probably the best that he could have done, because on the hard there was no way he was catching up. that fast to David. I don't know, the tires of David had hit the cliff, so could have also been something, but yep. Nice race, good race, unfolded really nicely until in the end here. So mid race was really boring, I have to say, but yeah. Your tires were on 70%, so you spun it yourself. Okay. Okay. I get it. Okay, so David gets another win. Really, really good drive again from P11. Has to be said. Extending his lead in the championship. After the win had been taken away from him in the steward's room, he gets his second win and the third podium for this season. In front of Jacko, Lacko, then Evan, Matthias in P4, Pyro P5, Jack P6, Neil P7, Easy Level P8, Shadow P9, Ella P10, Ahmed P11, Pepito P12, Goodienettes would be CI, Robin, Mandrill, Jamie, Fontano, Caesar, and Roller Gula. That would be it from ALR in Hungary. Next time around it's Monza. Monza, Temple of Speed. We will see who gets out on top there. Until then, have a good time, and I'll catch you later. Don't forget to like the video or the stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out our partners, Enable and Driver61, and stay safe. I will catch you in a week's time. Bye-bye.